Good evening. Welcome to the first ever Algonquin College Media Showcase. I'm Dan Pihlainen, the chair of the Media Studies Department, and proud to be able to connect you with our learners, programs, and the department. We have over 1,200 learners and almost 50 full-time faculty in 15 programs running this year. Tonight, you'll meet the folks who are in those programs, some grads, and some student-created performances. All of the people you will meet are from this department. This event has been curated and created by students, grads, and teachers in the faculty, from the live stream to the filming, the editing, the producing, and the content, all are homegrown. Which brings me to why I wanted this event to happen. The media department is such a diverse and exciting place to teach, learn, and work, but sometimes it isn't clear to people exactly what we do. We cover a wide spectrum of industries, from film, television, radio, multimedia, performance, all kinds of writing, music, and more. So tonight, sit back, watch, and enjoy as those folks show and tell you just what it is we do. This is just a tiny part of the huge picture, but I know you will be as amazed as I am. And now, action!
The words, "a past I haven't lived," aches. And it blisters in the back of my mind, knowing that my grandmother and her grandmother before that speak with me when I say the sword flame flickers.
Yn sydd denan wen yan. Yn gais et sgwyd magoiat yn cheni mynant. Yn swed gon edukt utas gi. Nas dweud ei dagt. Gie es o chimpt. Mesgno gadayat. Ewi de bioik. Yn jims dygyd. Nabi e kag sinid. Deg out steak o dat, mwet yn den ni stant eid steak. Jwi dy biw nano. O ysdi. Esgwyd y magwyg, yw mag yn y gawig dy jint stymig. En et sgoiat wen di dwi mesg na mwa. Yn sgwyd y mag o nan, dan gais et sgwyd y magwyat chenwnd.
Yeah, I really like this film and media production program in Algonquin. Is my professors and my classmates are very, very supportive. Our profs always encourage us to bring our equipment outside of school to practice, to shoot the videos and everything, which is a really great experience. My favorite memories is definitely the documentary we made last semester, because we've been spending months and months to work on this movie from zero, and then we found like the talented musicians, and then we found the people who are very supportive, that they are really kind to us. So my goal after graduate this program, I really want to get a job, and the movie industry in Ottawa is very demanding now. They need people who get trained like us. So I really want to get this opportunity to work on the different film sets and work on like different people, because I like to have teamwork. And then I would like to work in cinematography, sound department, and then production management to support people from the back.
Well, I've always liked filmmaking since I was very young, probably since I was about 7 years old. I thought that it's something I've always been drawn to, like editing, storytelling, all that kind of stuff. And I wanted to choose the one at Algonquin specifically because I felt that the options in the area which I lived in were not the greatest, and I saw that this was a new program at Algonquin which like had a bunch of like backing, and like there's a huge demand for like people with our skill sets in Ottawa. So I think that was like what drew me to the program, was the opportunities that I could get and also what I would be learning from the program. I just really want to get a job, and I think that Ottawa has a lot of opportunities for that, and I think with the skills that I get here, it's going to work out very well. I would like to go into something maybe related to editing, or maybe working on set. I also like advertising as well. I think that at this point I could really go into anything with what I'm learning and still be happy with my choices.
So the film program at Algonquin College is mainly for students who want to get into the storytelling field. I really like it because as soon as we started in the program, we were already working with industry equipment. Because it's a fast-track program, we got started really fast, and so we were making projects right away. We're learning really great stuff about all kinds of like different sections of the industry, like camera work, editing, sound. You learn all of that, and so I really like how well-rounded the program is. I think my favorite memory so far is working on the documentary with my team. I know that they also said that, but it was just a really awesome opportunity. I didn't really expect to be doing such a big project so soon, but it taught us a lot. It taught me a lot about working with people, working with the cameras, a lot about communication, and it just gave us an opportunity to put a lot of what we learned in the first semester into practice right away. I don't know if there's anything specific that I quite know yet. I think as I go through the program, I still am figuring that out as we try out different sections of what the industry includes. But I think mainly for me, I would love to get a job after the program that includes people, that includes telling people stories in a very real, honest, truthful, and visually appealing way.
Run from wolves who are like you, wolves in sheep's clothes like you. Oh, now baby, I'm gone, I'm gone, I'm gone.
Music has always been such an important part of my life since I was very young, possibly since I was born. Communicating with people It was so much easier if we both played music. We didn't need words. We could still kind of be together and exist in a space without words, which for me was so magical. When it comes to that kind of question of your career starting with you making money and writing music and performing on stages, your own kind of works, I started doing that around 14, 15 and getting paid occasionally to do gigs, which was very exciting. And then that's kind of brought us to where we are today. In terms of inspiration, for a long time, my exposure to music was local. So my biggest influences at the time were my fellow local Ottawa singer-songwriters and bands. A lot of my exposure to music was rarely ever the radio, but for the most part, just people that I would be sharing stages with and people that I consider to be friends.
My name is Wayne Hawthorne. I'm a professor here at Algonquin in the Music Industry Arts program. It was a great experience working with her and producing her music. There is so much emotion and heartfelt messages in her songs. So it was literally easy to be able to put instruments together and bring everything in to try to kind of sculpt the performances.
Feels like I've waited a lifetime. I've been searching to find you, to know the bliss and the sound of your heartbeat as the hurried beat of my soul.
There's a photo of me from March 13th, 2020. And that day was the day that they had announced that they were going to be closing the college. And that night was the last show that I played live. It felt really surreal, but it also felt like this is going to really be something for a while. Nothing could have prepared me for us having shows postponed for this length of time, but also all of the good that came into my life out of all of the bad.
Sing me to sleep.
When people ask me sometimes what it is that I do, it's so hard to explain. And somebody described it to me perfectly. It's like you just create a space for people to exist. And so if you can do that in person, how could I use all of these virtual tools that we now had to do that online? And we did. We brought this kind of in-person art night models. Everybody else does art and I just make the music. And that was at first on Facebook and Instagram. So many things happened between that moment in March until May when I decided to join Twitch. And that first stream, all of a sudden, there were strangers there. People I didn't know, just writing to me in the chat to say hi. And then there were more strangers and more strangers. And I just realized that this might be a space where I can actually build an audience. The Twitch music section was so new for everybody that I think I joined at the perfect time. And it just kind of gave me this opportunity to grow exponentially in a way that I'd never planned for.
Danny has another special quality where, it doesn't matter how big the audience is. I feel like almost everybody in the audience on stream feels special, and it's like, I've been there when there was 20 people and I've been there when there was 1,000 people. And for some reason, I don't know what it is, but Danny has that special quality that, she recognizes everybody's name. There's so much lore. There's so many inside jokes. It just never ends. It's amazing.
Being able to have the community, have the music, have the inside jokes, have the stories that come with that. That is something that Twitch brings to it that you're not going to find at your local pub, your local bar, somewhere in person.
The day that the New York Times feature happened, started at 6, had no idea what my day was going to start like, and then all of a sudden the view count went from 0 to 3,000. And then a minute later it went to 6,000, and then a minute later it went to 12,000. And in that stream we went up to 19,000 concurrent viewers. And I think we had 800,000 page views just that day in that one stream. And as soon as I finished the stream, Ben from the New York Times is emailing me to request an interview right now because he's putting together an article for Twitch and music streamers specifically on Twitch. So I was really happy that he decided to spotlight this space.
Danny has a heart of gold, and she's as supportive as they come. And she's absolutely the reason why I've started doing Twitch. I've started streaming myself, and Danny is the cause of that.
She is so dedicated both to her music, to her students, and her creativity is hugely fantastic. Working with her from a production standpoint was a great opportunity.
There's so much magic in the world, and it usually just takes one person to unlock that in anyone, is just tell them that you can do this. That's the purpose of music. It's to make everybody feel a little bit less alone. It's to help people process really complex feelings in a super complex world that we live in. If there's one thing that people take away from our community or our music or of ever knowing me, it's that they're not alone and that they can do it.
Oh, now baby, I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm gone. Now I run from wolves who are like you. Wolves in sheep's clothes like you. Oh, now baby, I'm gone. I'm gone. Now I'll run from wolves who are like you. Wolves in sheep's clothes just like you. Oh, now baby, I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm gone.
I'm Chris Hugh, and I'm currently a second-year student at Algonquin College studying television broadcasting. I've always been fascinated with editing and filming. I'm always the guy in the friend group who's filming on their phone when we hang out. I had a basic knowledge of editing and stuff, but nothing too advanced. And when the pandemic hit, I wanted to do something with my life. When I was doing my research on TVB, to see whether I wanted to do it or not, I remember reading someone say, "It'll be the best decision you ever make." And I can honestly say that it feels like that. Inside the program, the things I enjoyed the most is really like the hands-on experience. It can feel a little daunting at first, seeing all the different buttons, features, and all the flashing lights, but once you really learn it, it's pretty simple. Going into the program, I wanted to work in news. I never anticipated I'd become a videographer. Last winter, one of the other students in the program, Carter Norman, he got a job with the Ottawa Blackjacks. He messaged them asking if I could come join them. I didn't even have a camera at that point, and they said yes. I just took a leap of faith, and working with the Blackjacks over the summer really helped with my skills, and that led on to other opportunities. So one of the proudest things I've worked on is a feature I did on the general manager of the Ottawa Blackjacks, Javon Shepard, and that got to air during a national broadcast game on CBC, which is pretty incredible. And I joined this program because I wanted to work with Atletico Ottawa, with the Ottawa Blackjacks in some capacity. I didn't know what it would be, and I never thought I would do it before I even graduated, so that's pretty crazy to me. I just try to keep an open mind and just take chances.
My name is Oduro. I'm a graduate of Algonquin College in the Media Studies department. I studied specifically in television broadcasting, and the program has helped me a lot today. It's helped me learn how to be more punctual, how to work in teams, and how to work smart and hard at the same time. And right now I'm working for CBC Montreal as a video journalist. Algonquin was great to me. And one of the things that I remember the most is obviously making all my friends, because I'm a very personable person and I love making friends. But something that really stuck with me is that all the teachers were industry professionals. So when we were handing in assignments or doing other things like that, they would always make sure that they held us to an industry standard. And I really believe that that's really important. And it's one of the things that I think is really helping me here at CBC, is that I already knew what some of the expectations were in a very demanding field, because my teachers pushed me to the limits. Some teachers were harder than me than others, obviously, but I thank them all very much, because right now I'm having a successful career and I'm still very young. So I'm waiting to see where my career will take me. And for all the people who want to join the Algonquin program, I suggest going, talking to the teachers, and just making sure you listen to what they say, because it's a very good program and you will learn a lot, and hopefully you would work in the industry like I am and having a great career.
My name is Agustin Guevara Mastreta, and I'm a graduate of the scriptwriting program in the Media Studies department at Algonquin College. During my program, I learned how to write scripts for all types of media, be it films, be it TV shows, be it theater, be it corporate video. I also had the opportunity to do an internship placement at the Mansour Agency as part of the program, where I was lucky to learn all the ins and outs of the business. And what I learned at Algonquin helped me get to where I am today. I currently work as an acquisitions officer for TVO Kits, so I get to be part of the team that reviews content proposals for a television broadcaster. I also act as production executive for some of our original shows, so I get to review and approve scripts as part of my job. And my time at Algonquin was probably my best experience in a school environment, because I got to learn the more practical side of the entertainment business, which is something that I was interested in. And I also just had a great time with all my classmates and teachers, so I can't recommend the program enough. Thanks.
So I am in postgrad script writing. It is an excellent program. My favorite thing is there's different scripts we're writing at the same time. So we're not confined to just writing one particular script. We're writing a play, we're writing a screenplay, we're writing a TV pilot. So there's a myriad of projects going on at the same time. Absolutely. I'd been researching programs for a while. Script writing was something that I was interested in, and I just wasn't sure how to go about it. I was actually looking at a lot of different programs and was shocked to find out there was one right here in my own backyard. And so I instantly applied. I didn't even hesitate, and luckily I got in, and here I am. Yes. So right now, I think my favorite project, I like them all, but my favorite project I'm working on right now is a TV pilot. It's a bit like the Wonder Years, but set in small town Canada in the 90s. And I'm really enjoying it because really it's a love letter to my best friend. It's kind of taking our experiences growing up, which are not that interesting, but taking that kernel of experience and just popping it into something more interesting. So I'm enjoying that because I've got a bit of a personal connection to it. When I graduate, my main focus is going to be on writing. Even if I'm not employed as a writer, I'll make sure that I get some kind of job where I still have time to write. I think that's the biggest thing I've taken away, is to just keep writing. So when I started thinking about my 10-minute play, I knew I wanted to write something that was kind of fun. And that got me thinking about 12-year-old me, because 12-year-old me was silly and goofy. And then I remembered when I was 12, my ultimate dream was to grow up and marry Joe McIntyre from the New Kids on the Block. Now, for those of you who might not know, New Kids on the Block are a boy band that hit peak popularity in the mid-1990s. So I took that idea and I just kind of ran with it. My name is Nicole James Burggraaf, and this is my 10-minute play, I'll Be Loving You, parentheses, forever.
Lights up on Heather as she naps on a couch. Joey enters from stage left carrying a bag of groceries. He crouches down beside Heather and gently wakes her.
Heather, darling, I'm home. I grabbed the groceries that were on the list. Time to get up. We have just enough time to have a quick snack before the game.
my God. Joey McIntyre? You're Joey McIntyre from New Kids on the Block. The multi-platinum selling, Grammy-nominated, stadium seat-filling New Kids on the Block. The greatest boy band of all time.
Don't tell Timberlake that. You're hilarious. That's why I married you.
Sure, I married you. Joey McIntyre. Joey McIntyre is my husband. Okay, whatever you say, Joey McIntyre.
Stop calling me by my full name, Heather McIntyre. It's weird, Heather McIntyre. Now, what can I get you for a snack, Heather McIntyre?
Heather extends her left arm and realizes she's wearing a large diamond engagement ring and matching wedding band.
Damn!
Heather, I think you had too much to drink when you were out with your friends last night.
Oh my God, my friends! I gotta text them and tell them I'm married to Joey McIntyre from New Kids on the Block.
They were at the wedding.
My friends were at the wedding? Wait, were your friends at the wedding?
Of course, babe. Did you hit your head or something? I'm starting to get worried.
And when you say friends, would those friends include, I don't know, bandmates?
Yeah, the guys were there. Jordan even sang I'll Be Loving You at the ceremony.
Okay, Joe, I gotta stop you there. Now you should know the full title of that song is I'll Be Loving You Forever.
I stand corrected. I'll be loving you forever, okay? Now, let's put a pin on this fun little prank you're playing, and let's start to get ready for the baseball game.
So hold up. You're serious. We are legit married. Like, I married my favorite member of my favorite band of all time? The band I've loved since I was 12 years old?
You're the wildest girl I've ever met. Now, come on, the gag's over. Oh, did you call the guy about the water heater?
Water heater? No.
Heather, you said you would take care of it.
Why are we talking about water heaters when we could be talking about the New Kids 1990 Magic Summer Tour? Or the time you guys were on Oprah? Ooh, let's talk about when you met Bon Jovi and Milli Vanilli for the best band at the 1990 American Music Awards.
So, no water heater guy.
Water heater. Seriously, Joey, who wants to talk about real world shit?
Heather, I live in the real world. We live in the real world. This isn't you. Are you sure you're okay? Do you have a fever?
I feel fine. I mean, come on. I'm married to Joey freaking McIntyre. I'm living my childhood dream. Do you know how many New Kids block posters I had in my room? Like 50? No, wait. More like 80. Wait. No, I forgot about the posters on my ceiling. There's 125 posters. I had 125 posters of you. And now you want me to carry on like I'm married oh, God, forgive me for the pun. A regular Joe?
This is crazy. You're being crazy. Do you hear yourself right now? Sure, New Kids is part of my life, but not my whole life. You and me. My life is us.
Oh my God. That is seriously the sweetest thing anyone has ever said.
And I mean it. You're the...
Joey, you should write that line into a song. Let me get you some paper. Shoot. Oh, we have our Post-it notes. Do you want the yellow ones or the hot pink ones? Stupid question. Sorry. Hot pink one.
Heather, please. I need you to stop with this little groupie game you're playing. I need my wife back, not another fan.
But I am your fan. I've been a fan of you and the New Kids since before I got my period. This isn't a game. I always will be a hardcore New Kids on the Block fan.
But I have thousands of fans. You're my only wife.
So being your wife negates me from being your fan? Well, can't I be both?
Listen, I want you to be my fan because I'm a good partner, not because I'm in New Kids. I'm more than boy band Joey, and you're way more than boy band Joey's wife. I don't know what's going on with you, but can we just go back to being low-key Heather and Joey?
But I can't do that. I've been a New Kids on the Block fan for much longer than I've been your wife. When I was a kid, I had your dolls, your trading cards, your bed sheets. Joey, when I was 12, I would get into bed and lay on your face.
Don't ever say that again.
Look, New Kids were a huge part of my life when I was a kid. And it's important to me to hold on to that giddy adolescent excitement I had for you and the guys.
And that's how I feel with you, giddy and excited.
And I want to feel that too. But if I have to stifle myself when it comes to the New Kids, I don't know if I can be your wife.
This is crazy, Heather. This whole conversation is crazy. Look, let me get you a snack. I brought you your favorite bologna Lunchables. I know you love a good Lunchable. Look, have a bite of something to eat. Change into your Red Sox jersey, and we'll head out to the baseball game. We'll have a few beers, yell at the misguided Yankee fans. It'll be fun. Just me and you, some solid Heather Joey time.
Okay, I'll try. Did you want the Kit Kat bar that comes with my Lunchable?
Always. I'll always take any sugar you want to give me.
I'm about to kiss Joey McIntyre.
Heather!
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. We were about to kiss, and you're Joey.
Heather!
Oh, I totally killed the mood, didn't I?
100%. But you're forgiven. We both know this kiss would have led us to being tragically late for the game, and I need to be there on time. Oh, in case you forgot, which, I mean, you probably did, but anyways, the guys and I are singing the national anthem before the first pitch.
Oh my God! The New Kids on the Block are going to be singing the Star-Spangled Banner! I'm practically going to a New Kids concert. Oh my God! New Kids on the Block today in person!
Heather, come on, babe. Get a hold of yourself. Remember, you're not a fan. You're my wife.
Joey, I can't not be your fan.
But you're my wife. I have thousands of fans, but I only have one of you. I need you to be my anchor.
I've got too much light in me to be a weight.
What are you saying?
Inside me is still 12-year-old Heather. She's light and happiness and unencumbered exuberance. The little girl whose biggest joy is anything and everything New Kids on the Block. If I become who you want me to be, I douse little Heather. And I need her. I need her spark.
But what about my life? What about our life?
Well, there can't be an our life if I don't have my life. I can find another husband. I can't find another boy band. I'm not asking you to change who you are. And let's face it, you can't change who you are. Millions of people know you. Even if you left the band today, you're always going to be Joey McIntyre from New Kids on the Block.
But Heather, I
love you too, Joey. But I choose my boy band because I choose me.
I'll always love you, Heather.
And I'll always love you, Joey. Look for me in the stands at your next show. I'll be the one with the big, sparkly, I love Joey poster.
I'll send you tickets.
No, Joey, don't. Your seats are where the corporate types sit. I need to be with my fellow hardcore blockheads. Look for me in the third bowl.
But wait, what about me?
You're hot and rich, and you have those piercing blue eyes that melts both ice and bra clasps. You'll be fine. Just stick to the Hollywood rule. Half your age plus 7 years. Out there is a lovely 32-year-old who was just an ovum when New Kids on the Block were selling CDs like hotcakes. She'll barely know what a CD is. And probably won't eat hotcakes because, well, carbs, but you'll be okay. I promise.
So that's it? That's the end of Heather and Joey? Please don't go, girl.
Heather leaves Joey's embrace and takes a few steps before turning around to face Joey one last time.
I'll be loving you forever.
Lights fade. End of play.
I'm Shawna Lessard, and I'm a graduate of the Professional Writing Program as part of the Media Studies Department at Algonquin College. I appreciated having a balance between the technical and creative side of writing, editing, design, and storytelling. This combination is what helped me in my career path to becoming a technical writer. I remember working on a class project at the end of the program where we had to collaborate to gather content, draft articles, edit them, design the layout, and proofread the magazine, all within a production schedule. And I think about this often because I now coordinate several publications for my company and our clients. My favorite part about the program was having real writers as professors and getting to see them in the field at book signings and readings, and having other professional writers come in and share their personal experiences with us. It really inspired me to keep writing and follow my own path in the industry.
My name is Devin Boudreau, and I will be narrating The Most Important Day of My Life, written by Garrett Forsyth, illustrated by Holly Craib. This book is dedicated to my mom, Lori Williams. I never would have made it this far without you. To David Craib and Deborah Yearwood. Today is the most important day of my life. I waste no time jumping out of bed. I make my bed and race towards the kitchen. Munch, munch, munch. I need to eat a healthy breakfast on such an important day. I race toward the bathroom. Brush, brush, brush. My teeth need to be extra white for such an important day. I race toward my bedroom closet. What to choose? What to choose? I can't seem to find the perfect outfit for such an important day. Today is the day I meet my new, maybe adoptive parents. Everything must be 100% perfect. Ophelia! I hear my foster mom call from downstairs. We're going to be late. I'll be downstairs after I can find the perfect outfit, I call back. My foster mom comes upstairs to help me look. There, is this the perfect outfit, Ophelia? Asks my foster mom. It's pleasantly perfect, I respond. My foster parents and I get in the car and drive to my new maybe adoptive parents' house. They live on the other side of town. As we pull up in the driveway of my new maybe adoptive parents' house, we see two women open the front door. Why are there two women living at my new maybe adoptive parents' house? I ask my foster dad. Those are your new maybe adoptive parents, Ophelia, replies my foster dad. Their names are Anne and Linda. They're two women who live together? I ask out of curiosity. That's right, Ophelia, my foster mom continues. Sometimes women love other women, and men love other men. And sometimes they want to start a family and expand that love. Adoption is one of the ways they do that. Will they like me? The last couple didn't, I say, slightly deflated. My foster dad gives me a sad look. I'm sorry that didn't work out, Ophelia, my foster dad comforts me. But don't get discouraged. Anne and Linda seem really nice. I decided to accept my foster mom's explanation and get out of the car to meet Anne and Linda. The ladies greet us with big, friendly smiles. Hello, you must be the Williams family. Welcome, please come in, the lady with the nice smile says excitedly. We walk inside. We take our shoes off. We walk into the living room and sit down. The nice lady follows us in and sits down across from us. My name is Linda, and this is my wife, Anne. If you have a hard time telling us apart at first, I'm the tall one, Anne is the short one. Anne and Linda show us around the house. Anne and Linda make us a delicious dinner. Anne and Linda make us laugh for hours with funny story after funny story before it's time to go home. Have a safe trip, Anne tells my foster mom as we put on our shoes to head out the door. Don't worry, we will. We'll have to set up another meeting soon, my foster mom tells Anne. We would love nothing more. I think this is going to be a wonderful arrangement, Anne says. We get to go see Anne and Linda again next week. Our second visit is better than the first. Our third visit is better than the second. And our fourth visit goes even better than our third. On our 10th visit, our car pulls up Anne and Linda's driveway. Anne and Linda swing open their door before we can leave the car. Anne and Linda bring us to the living room and ask me and my foster parents to take a seat on the couch. They look really excited. We think this is going really well, Linda says. We think you would be a great addition to our little family. How would you like to live here full time? I would love that, I say excitedly. And from that moment on, everything would be 100% perfect. The end.
So my name is Muna Aden. I'm in the journalism program here at Algonquin. And some of the things that we do in the program are interviews. We prepare for interviews, so we do some research behind that. We get to talk to students around the college and then just students around the city about certain topics that we're trying to get through or we're trying to discuss or we're trying to write a story about. So I've written stories about Black History Month. I've written stories about student life at residence. So we just get to do stuff like that. And then there's also different aspects. So we get all around journalism. So radio, television stuff, and just a bunch of really fun, exciting things. I just loved Algonquin, honestly. I loved how hands-on it was. I got to do a lot in the PR program. I got to work for 4 months at an internship for the government. So I just enjoyed the hands-on aspect of it. You're not just sitting down listening to someone speak for hours on end. You're actually getting to physically do the work that you're trying to, pursue for your future. So even in journalism, I get to actually do interviews. I get to speak to people. I get to sit down and write scripts for television and stuff like that. So it's super practical work that you're actually getting to do here. Everything has been amazing. Just getting to hear stories from people, getting to do something that I'm passionate about in writing. That's been the best part for me, honestly.
Hi, my name is Zainab Almehdar. I'm a recent graduate of the journalism program in the Media Studies department at Algonquin College. During the program, we learned how to tackle different writing styles, contact sources, take our own photos, and edit each other's work. We also learned how to put together a portfolio of our writing and multimedia samples, how to pitch stories, and how to put together a skill-based resume. In fact, it was that exact same resume that I made in school was the one that helped me get the current job that I have. I'm currently working at The Equity. It's a community paper in Pontiac. And I felt confident getting my job because I had the tools from the program at Algonquin. And so I'm able to pitch my own story ideas to my editor. I'm able to conduct my own interviews and take my own photos, which some made to the front page. Ralph, you would be proud. My Algonquin experience was a bit unique in that it was during the pandemic. But one of the most rewarding assignments I got to be a part of was the They Were Loved project done by Nicole. We got to reach out to families who had lost loved ones to COVID-19 and write obituaries for them. But we also got to be published in a notable magazine. And because it was during the pandemic, studying was not very easy, but our professors showed up, they taught us everything they knew, and they really did help us through this entire process. And because they are also in the field, they were able to teach us everything they knew and all of the things that we might be worried about navigating this industry. They were able to provide us with all the answers. And I thank them every single day. I mean, Julie is still on speed dial, and I still email all of my professors about my wins and when I miss them and when I need to talk to them. And they've always been there for me. And so for me, that has been the most special part about my experience and my time at Algonquin College. We all start somewhere, but having a good base is what gave me the confidence to do my job and led me to cover my first national story and be among big media outlets this year. And so don't be afraid to put yourself out there. So good luck and just keep on grinding.
My name is Bolu, Olutunda, and I'm currently studying public relations in order to end up in government relations, media relations, or crisis management. Okay, so my program right now is based on a campaign. So we're all putting on a campaign, different events. And this semester is focused on creating an event in order to raise funds for a local charity. We're representing the charity called SASC Ottawa. They advocate for sexual assault and sexual awareness. So my team and I are putting on a paint and wine night event. So basically we're gonna have people come together in a room in a safe space where they can, I guess we see it as painting as a venue of like, I guess, expressing yourself and expressing how you feel and things like that. So we thought that it'd be appropriate to have that where we bring people together, like I said, and then we'll have like a guest speaker from the charity, local charity, to come speak and talk about the indicators of sexual assault and how it's a good thing to have like, I guess, open space to talk about it. Although school can be tough with the conditions that we're in right now with like COVID and everything, I have been able to learn a lot about myself and my skills and my teamwork skills, time management. And I'm glad that I was able to kind of go to school during this tough time, because I have been in school when things were, in quotations, normal. But going to school during this time has taught me how resilient I am and how hardworking I am and how good I'm able to work within a team. So I'm glad I'm able to have that experience within Algonquin also, because my professors and my teachers have been amazing with like working with us virtually.
Hi, my name is Oladimeji Odunsi. I'm a graduate of the Brand Management program in the Media Studies department. What I learned in the program was pretty much everything about branding. And I'm not just talking about branding of a company, but branding yourself as an individual as well, which is personal branding. This is something that I've always been a big fan of, and learning more about that really helped me in what I do right now. I'm currently a visual artist and photographer, and also part of a creative collective. And the reason why I say this has helped me a lot is because I pitch my work a lot to a lot of businesses, a lot of individuals, a lot of brands. And none of these brands want to associate themselves unless you have a good personal branding. They want someone who has a good brand voice. They want someone who can create content that will align with what their brand stands for. And going to the brand management program, I learned a lot about this, and it has really shaped what I do right now. And also something that helped a lot was my professors. They've all had real life experiences in this field, and learning for them really helped me a lot, and it has shaped what I do right now as a photographer and also as a creator. This is a program I'll recommend to anyone and everyone because you get to learn a lot in this program. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Tara Beauport. I'm a graduate of the Public Relations program in the Media Studies department at Algonquin College. During my time in the program, I learned the value of creating a great elevator pitch. So thanks to that, I was able to work my first internship in the industry at Egg Farmers of Canada. I worked as a PR intern there, as well, thanks to learning the skill of really being able to sell myself. I was able to excel at different networking events and secure additional opportunities that helped me gain valuable experience to add to my resume. What I liked best about my time at the program was the hands-on experience that you don't usually get in a university program. I would definitely say that everything that I've learned from the program helps me in the role that I currently work in today.
I'm Zoe Purcell. I'm a third-year student at Algonquin's game development program. Currently in my third year, we're working on our capstone project. So a team of 10 people in our program all get together and we all develop one game throughout the entire semester. We're actually making a fantasy action adventure game right now where it has an open world and you're able to explore, do side quests and stuff, and just explore, take in the scenery and do a bunch of stuff like that. We've taken inspiration from Skyrim, from Genshin Impact, Breath of the Wild, Wind Waker, games like that. So we have kind of like a cartoony art style, but we have that stylized open world that most people like. I wanted to do game development since I was in high school. I took a computer science course, which is kind of like a watered down version of our program. We did programming, we did 3D modeling, we made our own games. So it really drew me into every aspect of game development. And since I knew the one at Algonquin had every aspect of the industry kind of blended in together, I knew I wanted to take this one. All the links to my year's capstone games, because there's 6 teams, they're actually all on the Algonquin site. So if you go to the game development page on Algonquin's site, there is a tab that says student games in production, and you can see everybody's games there.
Everything you say never can't see no more. I don't wanna see you at my door, 'cause I can't see, I'm letting go.
Hi, my name is Jannelle Martin, and I'm a graduate of the Performing Arts program in the Media Studies Art Department at Algonquin College. During the program, I learned how to have the confidence I needed when performing, the skills I needed to be a better performer, and new skills like video editing to help me in my music pursuits in the real world. I was taught how to effectively put myself out there and get jobs in the industry. I'm now a better writer and performer, and have recorded with a record label. I'm also working at home on my own music, from my laptop where I use Logic Pro to create my songs. One thing that really helped me in this program was being able to go to my professors' shows and watch them perform. Seeing how they were already in the industry, I took every opportunity I could to learn from them. I think this program helped shape me into a better artist and person, and I plan on continuing to pursue a career in music and media. I'm very thankful to have been able to have this program in my life.
Hello, I'm Douglas Campbell, and I want to work as a film and TV actor, as well as a voiceover artist. I'm currently in the Performing Arts program in the Media Department at Algonquin College. Before I came to Algonquin, I didn't know what I wanted to do as a profession. I knew that I loved acting, but I was unsure of my ability. I took a couple years off in high school and worked as a restaurant employee. Despite COVID, I'm learning a lot about my industry. The things I like best so far about my Algonquin experience are the connections I've made with my peers and profs and the shows I performed. My profs have been in the field themselves and understand how much work it'll take for me to find my place in the industry. So far, I've learned quite a lot and tried my hand at things like theater acting, movement, and even juggling being the surprisingly hardest of the three. School can be challenging, but I'm ready for what college and life might throw at me. And I want to be an actor. I think Algonquin College is a place to help me get there. Although I love acting and being in front of the camera, I never play myself. Having said that, I'd like to perform Edmund's monologue for you from King Lear, written by William Shakespeare. Thou, nature, art my goddess. To thy law my services are bound. Wherefore should I stand in the plague of customs and permit the curiosity of nations to deprive me? For that I am some 12 or 14 moonshines lag of a brother. Why bastard? Wherefore base? When my dimensions are as well compact, my mind is generous, and my shape as true as honest madam's issue. Why brand they us with base, baseness, bastardy, base, base, who in the lusty stealth of nature take more composition and fierce quality than doth within a dull, stale, tired bed? Go to the creating a whole tribe of fops got tween asleep and wake. Well then, legitimate Edgar, I must have your land. Our father's love is to the bastard Edmund. As to the legitimate, fine word, legitimate. Well, my legitimate, if this letter speed, my invention thrive, then Edmund the base shall top the legitimate. I grow, I prosper. Now, God, stand up for bastards.
I'm Yuill, and I am a soon-to-be graduate of the Advertising and Marketing Communications Management program here at Algonquin College. As a third-year student in the program, I've learned so much, from how to buy and sell any ad imaginable to kind of learning how to train and exercise my brain to think more creatively. I learned university was not for me. College kind of was the right path. That I'm a very sociable person, so kind of the smaller group, close-knit people was more for me. And advertising and marketing, I had no clue what I wanted to do with my life, and it was kind of the thing that spoke to me more. And throughout my 3 years here, kind of just like I've fallen in love with it and going to pursue it for like the future. It's really the best of both worlds that you get in my program. It's like a mix of business and creative. The first year you kind of like have both kind of classes, and then you can kind of specialize as you go. So really just like learning all the different kinds of stuff that there is and finding your niche and what you're good at and what you're passionate about. One thing that I love about my program is like the professors share like as much passion for the curriculum and teaching as I do. I'm going to graduate and my goal is to become a copywriter, which is more on the creative side of the industry. I'd say right now my goal is to work in Toronto at the agencies. I'm a more fast-paced kind of person and I work well like more under pressure with like a close knit of people. So I'd say like kind of moving out to Toronto and kind of throwing my hat into the ring there.
My name is Jonathan Bynoe, also known as JP, and I'm a graduate of the Advertising and Marketing Communications Management program at Algonquin. Currently, I'm a senior analyst at the Home Depot in their digital marketing department, and when I'm not doing that, I'm also a regular panelist for the TSN Racing Pod, talking motorsport, and a lot of F1, which I really do enjoy. Before that, I helped lead digital analysis at Cineplex Entertainment. If you're familiar with the Understanding Black Stories collection from 2020, or the more focused Black History Month collection from 2021. I really hope you enjoyed something out of those collections because it was a really large passion project for me. When I think about the program itself that I was a part of, from all the scholastic experiences that someone may or may not have or that I've had in my career leading into joining the Advanced Diploma program at Algonquin, one thing that I really felt was the most vital thing that I took away among all the other things was attention to detail. A lot of programs will teach you things that are important from a book standpoint, or maybe if you're really lucky, you learn a few things in the field itself. But my program in particular that I had a chance to be a part of, there were some really great instructors that were really, really, really passionate about showing us the importance of things like attention to detail and why that matters so much in every single thing you do, from the way you carry yourself in a workplace to the work you do itself and how that work is a representation of your skill set and the things that, and the passion and the interest that you have in the particular topic or stakeholder or vendor or client that you're working with. It was really, really helpful for me in particular to have instructors that have been in the field previously that understood those things, to give me tangible examples and be able to lean on their experiences that I knew they didn't just read about something or were interested in something, but actually had specific examples and experience that could show us things that we needed to have to be ready to go into the workforce. The other thing I think is really important as well that maybe gets understated a lot when you're choosing a program or when you're going to join and study in something and you have a passion and something you're interested in your career is there are going to be moments where these instructors will see something that they'll try and do their best to maximize your own personal potential. Maybe see something in you that in my case, maybe I didn't see right away, and things that they can tap into to push you to be better. And the other part of it as well is the relationships you're going to make. There's going to be some people that you'll work with that will also ultimately enter the field that you're hoping to work in as well, and that I'm honored and pleased to be able to say that I work in, and they become your peers. For me in particular, 3 of them I keep on any desk I work on, no matter what workplace I'm in or if I'm working from home, because it's a reminder of the work that we put in throughout the program, the work that we continue to put in as professionals, and to kind of hit all the dreams we want to.
Hi, I'm Hannah. I'm a graduate of the Music Industry Arts program at Algonquin College in the Media Studies department. In that program, I took a bunch of classes spanning all subjects in the music industry, including contracts, production, engineering, audio for video, among many others. And with all the skills, I've been able to start my own YouTube channel. One of my favorite things about being part of the program is just the people that I was able to meet. Lots of musicians and just like-minded artistic people. Through those connections, I've been able to work on, bigger projects. Like recently for my last single that I released on Spotify, I was able to produce a music video. So that was a lot of fun. And it was just like real life experience being able to do those kinds of projects. And just a huge shout out to all my professors who are just top of their field, super knowledgeable, and just side note, some of the nicest people as well. I'm Hannah. You can follow me on Instagram at @thecamhannah to see what else I'll be up to. Thanks so much for having me, and thank you, Algonquin.
So my name is Ella Lee, and I'm in the Music Industry Arts program, and I like how we're learning lots of new things that we never knew before, and everyone in this program is friends with each other, and you just get to know a lot of new people. I've been learning lots of new things such as reading and recording music and the business side of it all. My professors have been incredible. They are very helpful when you have questions and everything, and they care about you and your career. I've just always been doing music my whole life, and I want to perform after college, so I thought that this would help me build my way up to performing and becoming an artist. I really like how we can go into the studio and just have our own time with recording the music that we choose.
Trying hard to stand my ground, but every time the walls come down, I don't know what to do besides to tell the truth. Stuck in my head all the time, running after you. I'm trying not to hold my tears back or fall to the ground. But every time you open up your dumb mouth, I just keep falling, falling for you, falling, falling for you. Oh. All the time I think to myself about you. I'm trying hard, but these thoughts in my head won't let me think through. Can we go back to the first night that I met you? 'Cause I'm running away from this town, and I'm running away from you somehow. Time you open up your dumb mouth, I just keep falling, falling for you, falling, falling for you. Oh.
Thanks for joining us this evening, and thank you to all the folks who made this happen. I cannot express how hard the learners and grads work to put all this together. As the chair of the department, I meet with a lot of faculty and students every semester, and I am consistently amazed by their talent and skills. But a reminder that most of what we do in the media department is for an audience. We couldn't be here without you out there. So thank you to you, the viewers, and that, they say, is a wrap.